Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Bertemu lagi di Tengkuruk Channel guys. Jadi bersempena dengan bulan Ramadan ini, sama-sama kita menyaksikan ya bagaimana reaksi orang asing apabila melihat suasana menyambut bulan Ramadan yang ada di Indonesia. Di Indonesia nih, dia walaupun pelbagai suku, ratusan etnik ya, namun harmoninya itu yang membuatkan negara-negara lain mau tiru cara Indonesia. Bagaimana Indonesia punya rakyat ini dapat hidup dalam keadaan yang makmur, aman, damai ya. Jadi salah satu perkara yang ada di Indonesia ini saling hormat menghormati antara agama, suku, etnik ya. Jadi patutlah walaupun sampai 300 juta jiwa di Indonesia nih, mereka saling ya memahami dan juga saling hormat menghormati antara satu sama yang lain. Jadi antara perkara yang perlu dicontohi adalah sikap toleransi orang Indonesia ataupun masyarakat Indonesia. Nah, jadi kita tengok bagaimana suasana ya. Saya mau melihat juga suasana ketika bulan Ramadan di Indonesia. Saya ada nampak juga beberapa video sambutan bulan Ramadan di Indonesia nih amat berbeza ya. Kalau dibuat apa yang ada di Malaysia, lagi seru di Indonesia ya, sebab dorang menyambut bulan Ramadan itu sungguh meriah guys. Nah, jadi di sini Ramadan bersama dengan seorang ya, Khalid Almari. So kita melihat bagaimana dia punya pandangan dan juga reaksi dia ketika melihat suasana bulan Ramadan di Indonesia. Nah, jadi kepada kalian yang menonton video ini, support juga ini channel Khalid Almari ya, dengan memberi like, komen, dan juga bagi yang belum subscribe, boleh subscribe channelnya. Jadi culture shock pengalaman Ramadan di Indonesia. Dia rasa aneh. Sebab aneh kenapa? Mungkin dia tidak pernah nampak di negara-negara lain. Apapun, saya mau melihat bagaimana suasana bulan Ramadan di Indonesia. Jadi sama-sama kita semak klip video ini. Jom.
When we think about Muslims, what does that look like?
Apa yang terlihat? Seperti apa yang terlihat biasanya terlintas dalam pikiran dalam gambar tindakan seorang tengah.
Someone like me. Hi. But what if I told you that people from the country with the most Muslims didn't look like me, and that most Muslims are in fact not from the Middle East, but from a country in
tetapi di sebuah negara Asia Timur yang disebut Indonesia.
100 million Muslims, making up
200, 300 juta.
Population. Today we're in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, at a very exciting and holy time of the year for Muslims around the world, the holy month of Ramadan, where everything comes to life. The culture, the diversity,
itu saya
the
pernah
food,
nampak
and
itu.
all the beautiful
Patung-patung
values
besar
of
tuh.
Islam. And it all begins with the
makanan
Ramadan
bukan main banyak.
Market in Indonesia, first day of Ramadan, to get
Pasar
our
Ramadan,
food.
Bazar Ramadan.
Ramadan comes to life in the market. How you feeling?
I want the fish cake. I can smell it.
How do you already know what's
Di
there?
sini memang banyak makanannya guys.
Let's go, let's eat, let's explore.
Wah, tengok keramahan orang-orang Indonesia guys. Wow, enak banget.
Now we've been told that the Ramadan market or the Ramadan bazaar
Pasar Ramadan, bazar Ramadan dibagi menjadi 3
we have our
bagian.
sweet section and we have the full meal section.
Oh, dikasih buat bahagian-bagian ya.
These are like the salty, savory snacks.
Enak. Saya rasa macam
Glutinous
mau
rice mixed with coconut.
Rasa di suasana Ramadan di Indonesia. Macam mau pergi ke sana lah. Satu masa nanti untuk yang bulan puasa itu, bulan Ramadan, kena datang ke Indonesia, mau tengok macam mana juadanya. Tengok di sini.
Milk cooked in a bamboo shoot.
So colorful. It looks so yummy and so sweet.
Ramai ya.
Alright, now the ultimate section. This is where the full iftar meal is
Oh,
prepared.
masakan.
I'm going with beef rendang. That's a classic here. I'm gonna go with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you so much. Another important thing during Ramadan is to constantly stay hydrated.
Tradisi. Loh, minuman-minuman
Just did an
ramai.
interview with local Indonesian TV and I'm really excited
TV
to see it,
local.
man. Alright, we're gonna go across the street because we're in the Ramadan market now. We're gonna go see the undel. This is the undel and it walks
yang
through
ini.
this.
Ini yang saya pernah ketika ke Jakarta malam itu saya jumpa ini baju merah.
Streets in Jakarta, it's a cultural tradition where it takes away the bad
Tradisi
spirits
di
and
mana
the bad
mengambil
omens, the bad juju.
roh
Now
jahat.
to Masjid
Sana buruk.
Al-Istiqlal. We're going to the largest mosque in
Wah, ini
Southeast
Masjid
Asia, the largest
Istiqlal.
mosque in Jakarta, somewhere that people go and take their food and have their iftar there.
So I'm so excited to go have iftar at the mosque, and now
Masjid
after we've
sekarang
done
setelah
shopping
kita
in the
selesai
Ramadan
berbelanja
bazaar,
di
we're
bazar
gonna take
Ramadan,
our
kita
food
akan
and
mengambil
have it
makanan
with
kita.
everyone.
Inshallah. I also want to talk about our change of attire. This is what we're told Indonesians wear when they go to the mosque.
We
Wah,
headed
dorang
straight
pakai
to the
baju
Al-Istiqlal
Indonesia ya.
Mosque, which means Independence Mosque, about 30 minutes before the break
Oh,
of fast,
sampai di Masjid
to see some
Istiqlal.
of the mosque's
Oh,
beauty
cantik
and meet the
masjidnya.
chief imam who manages the magnificent mosque.
So now we're praying in Al-Istiqlal Mosque where thousands of women and men gather to enjoy their iftar
Oh,
together
di sini.
in the
Oh,
biggest
ramainya
mosque in Southeast
berbuka
Asia,
puasa
the biggest mosque
bersama-sama
in
nih ya.
Jakarta. Again, the first day of Ramadan, the first iftar, as many people as possible coming
Sebanyak
together,
mungkin yang
the
datang
holiest
berkumpul bulan
month for Muslims.
It was beautiful to see hundreds of people gathered together under one roof to begin the holy month of Ramadan. Young people, old people, entire
Ini
families,
gratis semuanya?
anyone and
Gratis
everyone
kah guys
were
semuanya?
welcome. And traditionally, when the call to prayer signals the break of fast, we begin with a single date.
Makan buah kurma. Oh. Wah, dia pagi.
We were given food when we got here.
Kami
by
diberi
the
makan
mosque,
ketika kami
so we
sampai
had
di
all this
sini,
food.
masjid kami
Instead of
dikasih
tasting it,
makanan.
we're gonna give it away. I think for us is more important than actually eating it and tasting it for the video. This is for you guys.
Ini dikasih sama
Wah, dikasih sama dia ya.
Alhamdulillah. Afwan, afwan.
Masya Allah.
Oh, dia kasih.
يعطيك العافية. السلام عليكم. Terima kasih.
Masya Allah.
I think it's better with that family than with us. Alhamdulillah. All right, they've just done the call to prayer. We're about to pray. Just done iftar. Bismillah.
Ramadan is a special time to reflect on who we are and who we want to become. How can we make things better in our lives? How to become closer to the people that we love? And how to help more in our communities? To me, prayer has always been a beautiful gateway into that process.
So we have
just finished
the prayers at
Baru saja menyelesaikan masjid salat.
Gorgeous mosque, mashallah,
Masjid
and Islamic
sangat
center.
indah.
And there's a specific reason that I
Masjid
picked this
terbesar nih,
country
guys.
to start our Ramadan videos. It's the country with the most Muslims in the world, and I wanted to
Terbanyak
show
di
you this
dunia.
side of Islam
Oh, ini Muslim paling ramai di dunia di Indonesia.
that is not represented enough in mainstream media. The Islam of love, the Islam of happiness, the Islam of smiles and joy, family. Enjoy the most holy month to us.
As prayers concluded, I was told that this mosque was built by a Christian architect, which I found very fascinating
Oh, ini lagi
and
bersebelah.
incredibly powerful.
Bersebelah
But this
saja.
fact isn't the only one that shows the beauty
Apabila bersebelah masjid dengan tempat ibadah agama lainnya, mereka ada sikap toleransi yang cukup tinggi. Toleransi itu.
beautiful coexistence of both religions in Indonesia.
So the biggest
Oh.
mosque in Southeast Asia is right beside a cathedral. When the
Di
mosque is
Asia,
overflowing with
terbesar
people, the
se-Asia
cathedral will
Tenggara nih,
open
guys.
up its
Masjid
ground to
Istiqlal nih.
house the Muslims, and vice versa. The bridges that connect us.
Oh.
These are the stories that need to come to
Betul-betul
the world.
excited nih
usually
orang
at
bule nih.
noon at 12 during the zuhur we will heard the sounds of the bell from the church.
Yeah.
Tang tang
Oh.
tang and continue with Allahu Akbar Allah.
Oh. Begitu.
Dude, there.
Wih, merinding.
There.
Merinding dia, guys.
Man, you gave me chills. These are the Ramadan
Merinding.
stories. Mashallah, mashallah.
Oh, suka dia. Wih, memang mau merasa juga nih suasana Ramadan di Indonesia, guys.
The next day, we went to explore the southern side
esoknya
of
dorang pergi
Jakarta to
selatan
learn about the
Jakarta.
local cultures and traditions.
Budaya
From the
ini,
local
budaya
batik
nih.
clothes
Best juga
to the
nih.
martial arts
Batik,
performances,
silat.
everything from the food, the music, and the cooking was an insight into who they are and the deep values they still represent today. But a big reason we
Pakaian
came here was to have a
budaya
traditional
Indonesia
iftar with
juga
an
nih.
Indonesian family in their home to experience what Ramadan
Kalau siapa-siapa yang datang ke Indonesia ya dari luar negara, memang selamat dan juga akan rasa meninggalkan, dia akan dapat momen yang tidak dapat dilupakan lah, saya jamin. Sebab orang Indonesia nih ramanya itu luar biasa, guys. Itu saya
is
akui
like
itu.
in an Indonesian house and what Ramadan means to them.
Time to go to iftar. Salam. Assalamu alaikum.
Seru di sana.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much. How are you? Good.
Fine.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for having us for Ramadan. Yeah, for Iftar. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Let's go. Everyone's excited. It's like 15 minutes to go. Oh, I'm gonna be making lontong
Oh, ini di
now.
mana nih?
So first we put half cooked rice and now some oncom.
Nasi.
All right, now we close it up. My very first.
Oh, dia belajar nih.
oncom.
Apa namanya? Pais kah?
Oh no. I barely got through one.
Tengok nah. Sikap masyarakat Indonesia tengok nah melayan tamu nih guys. Ini first time jumpa tapi keramahan itu, pap begitulah tabik spring lah guys.
Bakwan, which is
Orang
flour
punya
and
sikap
vegetables
keramahan
deep
tuh,
fried. And this-
sifat semula jadi.
There's two trains of thoughts when it comes to iftar. There are families who, as soon as the adhan goes off, as soon as the call to prayer goes off, and they can break their fast, they have this huge meal, and then they get on with their day. I am similar to this. You have a very light iftar, then you pray, you relax, and then you have your bigger meal. Then sleep.
Oh. Oke, dia rasa tadi dia di Masjid Istiqlal, sekarang dia pergi ke desa nih.
We wash for the Maghrib or sunset prayers. What I learned is that in Indonesia, many families like to have a room solely dedicated to prayer. And once we finished our prayers, we sat down to talk about what Ramadan means to them.
If you could describe Ramadan in one word, what would it be?
Bulan penuh berkah.
The month of blessings. This is a chance to get closer to God, and that this is a chance also to get more good deeds, to collect good deeds.
What are some of the things that you love about Ramadan? What are your favorite things about Ramadan?
The whole family becomes one, a team, in preparing it, and then you eat it together.
In the movies, they show the
Di
Muslim
sana dibawa makanan ke masjid, makan bersama-sama ya.
as negative. In the news, they showed Islam and Muslims as negative. But when I travel and meet Muslims, it's all love, smiles, joy. So what do we need to do as a Muslim?
Sebenarnya orang tidak mengenali Muslim yang dimaksudkan itu yang orang-orang memandang negatif terhadap Muslim. Sekiranya orang tengok sendiri ya, macam mana Muslim yang begitu toleran ya. Mungkin orang jumpa yang oknum-oknum, tetapi hakikat sebenar orang Muslim itu memang baik-baik ya.
Muslim community to get rid of all these negative things or be more powerful than it.
There will be
tengok
always people or parties who wants to
Atau
divide
yang
us
ingin
Muslims.
memecah-
We should just
tengok ni.
continue to show the beauty and just unite with all the Muslims all over the world, and let's stay strong.
So the thing I love about this house and the setting is it's very intimate. So when you come and visit, you're gonna feel like part of that family from the minute that you walk in. And I thought that
Nah, tengok nih. Dia merasa seperti
it's very
keluarga
intimate. So when
sendiri.
you come and visit, you're gonna feel like part of that family from the minute
Merasa
that
seperti keluarga sendiri.
walk in. And I thought that just added so much to my experience here. And that's why it was so beautiful. They have a beautiful family,
Itu keramaan. Saya merinding lah tengok.
One thing you realize is I felt home here because these are the things that we do in our home and that we do across the world as a Muslim community, mashallah.
I think there is no
Communist
greater way to
Muslim.
learn about Ramadan than in the home of a family observing it. You learn about the values, history, and yes, the food that they hold dear to them. But what does Ramadan mean for the country as a
ini-
whole? So before heading back to Dubai, we had the chance to
Kami
meet
Dubai,
the
kami
governor
Muslim,
of Jakarta,
dengan
the
governor.
Honorable
Anis.
Anis Baswedan,
Anis.
to discuss what Ramadan means
Dapat
for
jumpa ya.
Indonesia and how diversity is a source of strength for their country.
What makes Jakarta so special in Ramadan? What is it about this country that makes Ramadan so special?
This is the melting pot of Indonesia, and this is a country with more than 400 languages, more than 700 ethnic groups, and there is no other city in Indonesia that is as diverse as Jakarta. Diversity is the blessing of Allah,
Alhamdulillah.
but unity is the product
Keberagaman.
of our work, and that's why I often said what unique about Jakarta is its unity, and yet it's very rich in terms of diversity. Masya Allah,
Kaya
Masya
dan
Allah.
keragaman. Betul.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
That was incredibly enlightening.
Ini
Just to
orang
be able
dari-
to hear
Ini ya.
from the governor of Jakarta on the importance of unity, and I think that is a very powerful message for what Ramadan is. A time for us all to come together in love and support of each other, and that is when we as humanity truly flourish.
Kemanusiaan.
Beautiful message, alhamdulillah. So our last stop before we head to the airport back home to Dubai is to an orphanage
Dubai,
in Jakarta
dari
to
Dubai.
see the work they're doing to support orphans and families across the city. The biggest emphasis in Ramadan
Oh, ini
is
anak yatim.
charity, is giving, is zakah, is to help those
Oh,
in
dia bagi
need. And
zakat.
we're here to make a donation to the orphanage to help in any way that we
Oh,
can.
jangan lupa bayar zakat, guys.
Inshallah.
Amin.
Well, this is how we start our journey in Ramadan, and it has been an honor to show you a side of
tengok
Islam and
keramahannya.
Muslims that I hope we see more in our stories and our media. Stories
Dalam
of
masa yang
peace,
singkat
love,
dia dapat
kindness,
sudah
and unity.
momen
within the
yang tidak dapat
diversity. These
dilupakan.
are our stories. This is who we are. Thank you, Indonesia, and see you in our next video in India, inshallah.
Oh, sampai dia sudah merasai bagaimana suasana bulan Ramadan di Indonesia ya. Kebetulan kalau di Indonesia nih bukan sejak pada bulan Ramadan ya. Yang saya tahu sikap orang Indonesia walau bukan bulan Ramadan tapi keramahan orang tuh menyambut tetamu sangat ramah lah, saya boleh katakan begitu ya. Dan apa yang saya nampak pada bulan Ramadan di Indonesia nih, mereka lagi bersatu padu ya. Apabila berbuka puasa ya, ramai orang ataupun masing-masing rumah membawa juadah makanan diantar ke masjid dan berbuka puasa di sana sama-sama. Jadi ini lagi mengeratkan silaturahim sesama mereka dan saling menghormati ya agama-agama yang lain. Ada kalanya saya nampak agama lain pun diorang ajak untuk sama-sama berbuka, untuk sama-sama meraihkan ataupun menyambut bulan Ramadan di Indonesia. Sifat toleransi dan juga saling menghormati antara satu sama lain ada sangat kuat ya di Indonesia. Jadi guys, apapun semoga Indonesia berada dalam keadaan yang sentiasa dirahmati serta diridhoi oleh Allah SWT, menjadi tanah yang berkat, dan semoga Indonesia menjadi sebuah negara Islam yang menjadi contoh pada negara-negara Islam yang lain. Sampai jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.